Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your 2025 Wood Snake Lunar New Year reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. And before we start that meditation, I hope you like the new space. This is my great-grandmother's runner, so I love this energy here and to bring it to you all. So now let's dive into the meditation. Remember, it will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Libra, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. Let me just make sure that's in the right spot. I'm sorry for the shadow. Okay, so we are crowned with the 5 of Cups. We then have the 8 of Wands, angels and spirit guides. The 6 of Pentacles, the Queen of Air. I love that for you. The 8 of Swords, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. We have the 2 of Air that just fell right out, the 2 of Swords. Judgment. The 10 of Cups. Oh, I love that. The Chariot. Yes, angels and spirit guides. Okay, and the Hierophant. Ooh, okay. Let me look one more time. I know. Just to make sure you can see everything. Everything's in the right place for you. All right, I'm going to actually move this back a little bit. Okay, that looks better on my end. I hope it looks better for you guys. Let me know what you think of the setup. Okay, so with the 5 of Cups crowning everything, this is going to be a year where you actively change your mind and you change your life. It's like the way you perceive it has such an impact on your soul and yourself and your prosperity and your success. Now, it doesn't mean that we can just automatically change everything by looking at things differently, but sometimes we can feel overwhelmed, right? With the 5 of Cups, if you see here, like her head is in her hands, she feels overwhelmed. And then she has her angel behind her. If we start to focus on our angels behind us, our angels guiding us, we look at and say, okay, yeah, something's not going according to plan, but look at the blessings I have. That starts to have us being empowered again. That starts to have us coming out of darkness, doubt, fear, chaos, hurt, pain. And it brings us to this place with the 8 of Wands. Everything starts to move very quickly. It's like once we change our minds and change our lives, once we take back our power and that power around our hearts, because even though Libra, we are an air sign energy, okay? We are very ruled by the heart. water energy is very important to us. So once we claim our hearts, everything starts moving quickly. Now we're in the wood snake year. I'm just going to go and talk about this for a minute because I got so excited about the cards. I just dove right in. The wood snake year, and a snake year is all about harvest and procreation. It's about spirituality and good fortune. Yes, there can be, not so good elements to the snake, but we're going to focus on the positivity that we are stepping into this year on the 29th of January, the year of the snake. And the wood snake is also called the green snake. It's about growth. It's about prosperity. Now, wood produces fire. Fire generates earth. Earth produces metal. Metal produces water. And water produces wood. So that is the elemental cycle of the zodiac, of the lunar zodiac. And what we have here is the Six of Pentacles coming into play and things falling into balance, but also calling out things in our lives that aren't in balance, that aren't harmonizing us, that aren't helping us to move forward the way that we want them to. So that's going to be very important during this year as well, that everything starts to move really quickly. We start to see what is in balance, what isn't in balance. I love the hummingbirds here. And hummingbirds are so beautiful. They're so powerful. They can fly such far distances, all right? But they can also get snared in spider webs. They are so fragile, so delicate. So as we're finding things and things are coming into balance, as we're finding the order of things, we're also realizing how delicate everything is. And we're showing ourselves grace. That's going to be really important. That's a really important word for this year for us, Libra, grace. And it moves us then to the Queen of Swords, air sign energy. That's us. We are represented by the Queen of Swords in the minor arcana, all right? In the major arcana, we are represented by justice. So here, the Queen of Swords is also the most misunderstood of the queens because she is the most masculine of all the queens. She comes out fierce, knowing her voice, knowing her mind, knowing what it is that she wants, cutting through all the bull and claiming her space. And that's going to be really important for us during this year, claiming our space, knowing what we want, looking forward at things, cutting through the bull, all right? And also saying, I've worked really hard to get here. I own this space and I own this power. That is going to be very, very important for us. Can it rub people the wrong way? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it going to be really important for us to move forward in grace of heart because we are so sensitive and linked to our hearts? Yes, that is going to be important. But here with the Queen of Swords, the sword is the only weapon in the major arcana, all right? In the minor arcana. And so when the Queen of Swords comes in, she's put in the time, she's put in the effort, she's sacrificed, she's built, she's created. And now we're seeing taking all that skill and utilizing it. And it's skill that we are utilizing as we come into balance. Now, we can get too much in our own heads. Surprise, surprise. I know this is not a shock to any Libra out there whatsoever. We are, bookend right here by eights. Eight is a very practical number. It's a very hardworking number. We can get to be a little bit too practical. We can overthink it. We can overanalyze it. That's why stepping into our hearts and being kind and compassionate with our emotions is going to be so important. We will have a tendency during this year to overthink and make a nice little cage in our minds for ourselves that tell us we are not good enough and we will never be good enough. Be mindful of this. You want to be the queen. You want to own your fierceness, own your power, own your determination. And that's going to be really important for you. With the Two of Swords, okay, things are black and white, right? White page, black print, that's how it goes. You can't have rainbow print, rainbow page won't show up the same. But you're going to find that, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You are going to find that you expand, that you break out of the roles that you thought you were supposed to be in. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything crazy, but you could have thought, okay, this is what people do, or this is what people do. You can either go road A or you can go road B. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, why can't I look at this? Like, why can't I embrace this? Why don't I see this? And that's going to be a game changer for us. Like, we were looking at things and we were putting ourselves in a box. We don't like anybody putting us in a box. And now we're realizing, oh my gosh, I was putting me in a box. Like, no. And then judgment comes forward. And that's us coming out of the box. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is people coming out of coffins, right? Which is a little bit like intense. And here it is that resurrection of spirit, of soul, of tenacity, of beauty, of brilliance. It's like, I can do so much more than I ever thought I could. And it brings us to the 10 of Cups. And I love the 10 of Cups. And they all live happily ever after. It's joy, it's happiness, it's contentment, it's beauty. And it is saying, I embrace what I love. I'm no longer going to be embarrassed or shy or put down my hobbies, things that bring me really a lot of joy. Now, as long, of course, like within reason, as long as it is something that is in love and light and compassion, nothing cruel, nothing hurtful, nothing hateful, right? The 10 of Cups is saying, embrace your bliss and move forward in it. We can sit there and think, oh, people will laugh at me, oh, people won't understand. No, it's like, it doesn't matter if people don't understand. You're not living your life for them. You're living your life for you. And then you take the reins with the Chariot. This is also very strong Cancer energy coming into play, June 21st, July 22nd. You take the reins. So if you have Cancer in your chart, Cancer in your life, that comes through very powerfully. And with the Hierophant, this is top-down structure, right? The Hierophant, very strong Taurus energy, time frame April 20th to May 20th. So if you have Taurus in your chart, in your life, comes through very powerfully as well. You take the reins and you don't reinvent the wheel. You make it work for you, right? One of the biggest evolutions in human discovery was when we discovered the wheel, right? When we invented the wheel, somebody carved a wheel out of stone. And as you all know, if you've been here before, the next big revolution with the wheel was that, oh my gosh, I don't need to carve it out of stone. It can be made out of wood. That opened up the world even more. And that's what we're seeing here. We're going to be seeing that we are looking at things differently. We bring a creative element to things. We look at things outside of the box, especially during this year. And Spirit is saying to you, go outside of the box. Like, don't think, oh, I have to be just like this. This is what everybody else is doing. This is what I have to do. Even if we're like, oh no, but I'm different. I'm quirky. You know, I'm not like everybody else. But yet we look at people and we tend to see like, oh, this is the pattern that people are doing. This is how I should do it too. No, be powerfully you, the Queen of Swords. You've been through the ringer. You've learned your forms, right? You've learned how to wield the sword. Wield the sword of truth, of power, of insight for you, because you're changing your mind and you're changing your whole entire life. And it happens really quickly. And this can be a year where it's like, well, wait. Like, I need to make sure I grab the reins of things really quickly, because things can tend to get out of control, become too much, become overwhelmed. So just being aware of that is going to be super, super important. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Oh, you have the white swan. It says the power of divine grace is within you. And it absolutely is. You are going to find this year, as so many are, that you are way more connected, that spirituality, spiritualism is something you're very drawn to. And that's going to open up you and your world in an extraordinary way. It moves us then to our chakra energy for this year of the wood snake, the green snake, angels and spirit guides. I love it, the color green. It's play. Now, we as human beings, play is very important for us, but we do not play if we do not feel safe. So embracing play, embracing joy, letting laughter and connection come into our lives, that's going to be really important. And just having a good time. It's like, it doesn't need to be anything super serious. You don't have to play in order to win. I'm going to play to have a really good time and just really enjoy the memories. That's going to be really important. Surrounding yourself with the color green for this green snake here, for the power of wood, of connecting with, the earth. The wood grows from the earth. It makes the fire that warms us, right? It makes the fire that melts the metal, that makes it into water. The whole cycle is centered and like really starts. Like, yes, it starts with earth, but yeah, it really has the power from the wood. And so here with the green, with the growth of this year, it is going to be very, very intense and very beautiful. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is the King of Swords. So, you can have the King and Queen coming into a bit of battle with themselves. So we can have our sacred feminine, sacred masculine energy being in a bit of battle. So just being aware of that. Our world tends to really embrace the sacred masculine energy of the way of getting things done. We also embrace the sacred feminine. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but the sacred masculine energy is like, okay, you take down your opponent and you go for it. It's just easier to see the power, the authority, the growth, the tenacity there. The sacred feminine energy, when done in love and light, just like the sacred masculine energy, they are beautiful, but done in force, okay, both are very detrimental. So just being mindful of this, just being mindful of not trying to play anybody else's game. Okay, we can have sacred masculine energy around us that is not to our liking. So just being aware of this during this time. It can be our own energy. It can be external energy where we want things to just, and we need things to just be a little bit gentler, a little bit calmer, a little bit more compassionate. So that's going to be really important energy to be aware of. The sacred masculine can also, and we see this here with the repeat of the number 8, can also be like, well, show me the facts. And we can get really caught up this year in facts. Show me the facts, show me the numbers, show me this, show me that. Like, just cut to, the AI summary of it. I don't want to know anything else than the facts. Give it to me short, sweet, and let's move on. We have to be very mindful of that energy because that energy is not going to foster our hearts, our creativity, and our passion, okay? Our subconscious spirit message is the woodpecker, and it says, use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals. Find a new rhythm. And that is really beautiful, to use your mind, to take in the information, find your rhythm, find your power. And it's going to be a new rhythm. It's going to be a new power. It's going to be a new way forward. It moves us then to inspiration. This is the sacral chakra, all right? And here it is letting us be inspired. It is letting us, connect with the energy of the world around us. I always say, tap your tailbone, right? Tap your kidneys. It's just with a kind of like an okay sign on your tailbone, right? Even if you don't have a tailbone. I know people have said, oh, what if I don't have a tailbone? That's okay. If you can tap that area and it's not painful, if you visualize tapping that area, you can also just massage that area, like make little circles with your hand to release any blocked energy. Tapping your kidneys releases any anger and frustration. That's also very beneficial for us for keeping the heart chakra open, tapping down from the collarbone down to the heart and back up again. That really helps, or all the way down, the front of the body. That really helps calm and soothe the vagus nerve. So that can also be really, really beneficial. And I know people say, Dane, you haven't made this up. Yeah, I know. My mom has done tapping with me ever since, she used to do tapping with me when I was a really little girl. So this is just something we have always used in my family, and I find it so beautiful and beneficial, and why not share it, right? So let's see what energy we need to be mindful of. Secrets around money. Okay, the Prince of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Secrets around money, people being a little bit shady, but even us, we could be a little bit squirrely, okay? During this year, I need to hide this. I need to hide this. This person can't know about this, because if they knew about the money, things would change. So just be mindful about that. We may have very interesting dynamics. That's why everything needs to come into focus, come into balance this year with finances, with money, and what we value as much as money. And it moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Queen of Water. The Queen of Cups. Again, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if you're born on the cusp with Scorpio, if you have water sign energy in your chart, that comes through very powerfully. But as Spirit crowned us with the 5 of Cups, here it's with the Queen of Cups. Move forward in love. It's very interesting to have the Queen of Swords, which is the most masculine of the queens, and the Queen of Cups, which is the most feminine of the queens, come together. The Queen of Cups is love. She's everything we think of when we think of the warm, safe, cozy, divine feminine mother energy come forward, right? And subconsciously, that's what we want. That's the energy that we want to be. But we also need the fierceness of the Queen of Swords, and finding that way to balance that energy, that insight, that power, because being able to be both is just going to be so powerful and so magnificent for us. And being aware of that is going to be a game changer. Okay. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this changing of the year, of this lunar calendar, of this wood snake energy, this green snake energy, and also the power of us for always changing and transforming and becoming more this year and stepping forward in kindness. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed wood snake year. Bye.